Good day, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, I am getting ready to go for a bike ride. It's over 5 degrees. It says it's 4 there, but I think that, I'm not sure which one would be the better one to judge. That says it's over 5. Google says it's 4. So, what? Sunny says hi. You gonna say hi? Yeah? Let's go check my bread. Make sure it's not. Oh, perfect. Next slice. So that's nice. Flip that over. Just gonna have an egg sandwich before I go for a bike ride. I'll wait probably like 20 minutes after I eat it just to get that digested through my system. Made sure my computer was all charged up. It's good to go. Made sure my safety light flashes all intermittently and gets driver's attention so they don't run me over. But dishes are all done. Carol did that before she went out with her friend. Oh, look at that. Dynamite. Now I gotta put some eggs in there. Oh, just turn that down. A bit too hot. All right, sandwiches all put together. I just want to keep you guys up to date. Wednesday, obviously I got home, started editing like crazy, did the live show with you guys, continued to edit after the live show. Carol and I did dinner. I can't remember what we ate. And then Thursday morning, woke up, stood in the scale, and I was 202 point something pounds, which I knew I was going to gain at least 5 pounds, but I gained about 7 pounds back because when I stood in the scale before I went to Florida, I was 195, I believe. And then, of course, doing Carnivore for 32 or 3 or 4 days, and then doing a fast for 3 days, I lost all that weight really quickly. And of course, as soon as you start eating again, just like everybody predicted, I would gain the weight back. But I didn't go back up to 212 pounds, which is 212 to 216, which is my kind of average weight for the last 6 months to a year. So I stood in the scale. It was 202 Thursday morning. Didn't weigh myself Friday, I don't think. And then this morning is Saturday. Woke up, stood in the scale, and I was 200.9, I believe. And I knew I was going to gain weight. I just wasn't sure how much weight I was going to gain back. So I gained back about 7 pounds. And Thursday night, Paul and I went for a big walk, and Thursday all day, I edited like crazy, got the video out. I had to go down and do my in-body check with my coach, and everything is looking great. I've lost 2 or 3 pounds of visceral fat. And my water's up. I don't have to lose as much weight now because my muscle is up. Like, everything about my checkup was amazing. And then I came home, finished editing, uploaded the video. I can't remember what Carol and I did for dinner that night. I always try. I did like ground beef and cheese and eggs. So I had a good dinner. And Friday all day I worked with Carl and tried to get his stuff done. Today is Saturday, like I said. It says 6 degrees Celsius outside. So I've got the bike out, dusted it off, and made sure my batteries were charged on the computer. Made sure my batteries are charged on my flashing backlight for safety. but I wanted to get something in my stomach before I go for an hour ride. And so I thought I'd eat this up. This is probably, well, this is the first sandwich I've had at home. Ben bought this bread and he said, Dad, you can have my bread if you like. I'm like, okay, son. I'll eat it. Straight from a bakery. When you eat sandwiches like this, you should always butter it and grill it. This tastes so much better. I think I should put some cheese in it. Nah, Carol bought some liver, so I'm probably gonna have a liver tonight. The only problem with buttering your bread and grilling it, it's greasy. I'm kind of also trying to prepare myself for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Super Bowl, and I'm going to be going to the Tickle Toad, and I probably won't be eating a lot. I definitely won't be drinking a lot. Carol doesn't want to go. So if anything, I'll probably have one beer, and I'll probably do that before the game starts, and then I'll be drinking club soda the rest of the night. I'll definitely be having the chicken curry rolls in the wonton wrappers, or the egg roll wrappers. They're so good. So I'll probably have that, and then I'll probably have the steak sandwich with fries, and that's probably all I'll eat the whole night. And Monday I'm back to editing again with Carl, and I think we're going to be doing a lot of editing in the next few weeks. So hang in there with me. Today I am trying to get the next episode for the Florida videos done. So again, I got up this morning. I slept in this morning because I was pretty pooped from Friday. A couple things I've enjoyed since I've been home is last night I had a big scoop of peanut butter. It's one of my favorite things to eat after I eat dinner. I've been eating a lot of mixed nuts. That's another thing I like to snack on when I'm sitting down watching TV with Carol. I had some pork rinds. And again, since I should have weighed myself on Wednesday, but I didn't. But Thursday, again, I was 202. I've lost 2 pounds already, or 1.5 pounds or whatever. And chances are by tomorrow morning I'll be under 200. And if we keep having weather like this, I'm gonna go for bike rides for sure. Love cycling. Don't like it when it's wet. I don't mind when it's cold, but if it's cold and wet, I don't want salt and things to get into the gears of my bike. Most people will not ride their road bike during the wintertime because of the salt. But the roads are pretty dry, and so I don't think too much is going to get kicked up into it. And I'll give her a nice kind of wipe down when I get home. I'll finish this off, get my cold weather cycling gear on, and then we're gonna head out. Cheers. Oh, that was a great bike ride. So we did 30.51 kilometers. Took me an hour and 18 minutes. I averaged 23.3, and my total ascent was 169. Save ride. I burned 870 calories. That should send it to my Strava, and we're all good. Here's a few issues I had. I haven't ridden this bike in 2 or 3 months, and there's a few things. This thing actually has a battery in it right through this whole stem, and that works all the electronics. So these are automatic. This has nothing to do with propulsion. There's no electric bike hubs or anything in this thing. It's just to power all the electronics in the shifters. And so you plug it in here. So yeah, I think the battery's dead. So I couldn't shift to the larger chainring going down hills. So I had to glide down the hills because I was going faster than I could pedal. And my rear derailleur worked pretty much about 3/4 of the ride, and then it stopped working for a bit. So I was stuck in about halfway up. This is 11 gears, so I have 22 gears altogether. And I got stuck halfway, but I did have full range most of the ride. And I'm thinking it's because this battery for all the electronics is dead. This, for some reason, went from blinks to staying on straight. This is also a radar detector, so it tells me if a car is coming up behind me before I can even hear it. And that wasn't functioned, so I have to quickly go through the manual again and see what button it was to press that on. But other than that, I stayed really nice and warm. My toes are freezing. I wore 2 pairs of socks, and that didn't help. So these aren't winter riding shoes. These are covers that go over your shoe and try to get the wind to go past it to keep your feet as warm as possible. But they are summer shoes, and if I didn't have those coverings on it, the wind would just go right through it and your feet would freeze. But so I wore 2 pairs of socks, my shoes, and then these coverings, and I didn't lose any toes. That was the most important thing. Anyway, I'm going to put all this stuff away. I'll hang up all the gear that's sweaty, wait for that to dry. I also got to use this. That was that articulating arm that I bought not too long ago, and I got some 360-degree camera angles for you. Check that out. Shifting system battery critical. I didn't see that. That just came on now, but that helps with my logic of the battery being dead and no shifting. So now I can have a nice 1,000-calorie meal and maybe a little bit more.